I'm here in the ETR lab and I'm going to test a battery, lithium ion battery. For testing a battery, I have taken a lithium ion cell. This is a pod cell and we can see its capacity. So its capacity is 100 milliampere hour and its nominal voltage is 3.7 volt. Let us do the connections and we will directly head to the battery testing. So I have made the external connections to this battery. You can see here this positive terminal is connected with an external connection, and here also I made one external connection to the negative terminal. Now I am going to connect this battery to a battery tester. This positive terminal of the battery will be connected to the positive terminal of the battery tester, and this will be connected with the negative terminal. So let us make the connections of this battery with the battery tester. So here we are having one battery tester. So I'm going to first, there are many channels are there, but first I'm going to make my connections here. I'm using my channel number 1 for this connection. So let us make the connection first. You can see here this is my positive terminal with the red wire. So I'm going to connect it with my positive terminal. So here let us make the connection. So positive is connected with the positive here, and in order to electrically isolate this from the negative terminal, I'm going to wrap a plastic over it so that it cannot be coming directly in contact with the negative terminal. So let us electrically isolate it so that it cannot be in touch with the negative terminal to avoid the short circuit. So here I have connected it. Now next I am going to connect the negative terminal to the negative terminal of this tester. So this is connected here, and similarly, in order to avoid the connection of this battery with the other channels, you can see here many batteries are connected here. So in order to avoid, again I am going to electrically isolate with other batteries. So now you can see here this connection is completed. Now I am going to do its reading. And what we are going to test in this battery, so basically we are going to test the battery for its charging and discharging. So during the charging cycle and during the discharging cycle, we are going to study its characteristics of current versus time. What is the pattern of current with respect to time during the charging? Similarly, what is the pattern of capacity, how the capacity is building in the battery with respect to time, and voltage profile also, means how the voltage is varying in the battery with respect to time. So this we are going to do for charging, and similarly we are going to do this for discharging. So you can see here this is my channel number 1 and I am going to set the value here. So I am going to right click it and single start. Let us set the value. This is, you can see many values out there. This is the rest. So I am going to set the battery for rest, and this is the step time, for how much time I am going to rest this battery. So it is already set 10 minutes here. So I am keeping this rest time for 10 minutes. Now this is the charging, constant current charging. So I am going to first charge this battery, constant current charging, CC charging, and let us set the current, for which current I am going to charge this battery. So here I am going to keep this charging current to be 300 milliampere hour. Then the charging cutoff voltage here I am keeping 4.2 volt. Then after this cycle, after this charging will be completed, then we are going to rest the battery for, let us take 2 minutes, and we can change these 2 minutes to 5 minutes. So let us rest the battery. After charging, the battery will rest for, let us assume, 5 minutes. So I'm going to rest the battery. So once the charging will be completed, the battery will rest for 5 minutes. Then we are going to discharge the battery at constant current. So I'm going to set the discharging current here, constant current discharging, CC discharge, you can see here, this is our constant current discharging, and the same current I'm going to set. The current will be 300 milliampere hour, and the cutoff voltage for this discharging I'm going to set 3 volt. We can keep this value from 2.5 to 3 volt, and we cannot keep this voltage below 2.5 to avoid the over discharging. Now again, after this charging and discharging will be completed, this will be called as one cycle, one complete cycle of the battery, which consists of, I have set 4 batteries for battery testing in 4 channels. This is your channel number 1, channel number 2, channel number 3, and this is your channel number 4. So let us study about the data, different data that we have obtained during the charging and discharging of this battery. So I'm going to this battery number 2 and channel 2. So let us see the data.
Different one? Yeah.
So the first curve that you can see here on the screen with the red lines, you can see these are the red lines. This is representing the curve of the voltage with respect to time. So these are the curves for charging and discharging. So first you can see here, this is your, during the charging the voltage is building up and it is becoming constant. Then there will be a discharging. You can see here, this is a discharging curve, the voltage is decreasing, and again after completing one cycle, again there is a voltage build up, the voltage is increasing, and it is attaining the cutoff voltage, and again this is decreasing. So this is the voltage versus time curve for charging and discharging of the battery. Next we are moving to this line. You can see here, this with the blue line you can see, and you can say the rectangular shape is there. This is representing the current versus time curve. So during the charging the current will build up. You can see here, this is the constant current charging. You can see here, this is your constant current charging, and then discharging, this is your discharging current, then again charging and discharging, similar to voltage curve, charging and discharging. But you can see here, during the charging and discharging the current is constant because we have set our current at constant value. Now next curve that you can see here with the triangular shape, this is your triangular shape curve. No, this is representing basically capacity, which is measured in milliampere hour. Now you can see here, the capacity is building up as the battery is charged, and then it is attaining its maximum value. Then again capacity is decreasing, increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing, but the shape is triangular, you can see here. Next, with this green line, which is also triangular, this is the curve of energy versus time. Again here you can see that the energy is increasing during the charging and the energy is decreasing during discharging. The unit that we have represented here is watt-hour. So this is all about the battery charging and discharging.